A very warm welcome to part 5 of the special mapping series for the preliminary exam 2024. Let's discuss about the India Middle East Europe economic corridor. At the sidelines of the G20 meeting last year, a memorandum of understanding was signed between the European Union and 7 other countries. These countries are India, United States of America, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, France, Germany and Italy. This economic corridor is going to pass from the ports of Gujarat and Maharashtra. They are going to enter United Arab Emirates, into Saudi Arabia, into Israel via Jordan, finally connecting to Greece. Many ports in this economic corridor deserve attention. Like 4 ports in India will be part of this economic corridor. The Mundra port and Kandla ports of Gujarat, the Vadhavan port and the Jawaharlal Nehru port of Mumbai. These are going to initiate a sea route. In the entire Middle East, it is going to be by rail. United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia via Jordan into Israel. The port in Israel is called Haifa. The Haifa port of Israel and the Mundra port of Gujarat, they are controlled by the Adani Group. The terminal in Greece is the Piraeus port. This port is controlled by a Chinese company. Nevertheless, the Adani Group is in talks with 3 other ports. They are namely the Kavala port, the Valos port, the Alexandropoli port. They are in talks to acquire these ports. Nevertheless, Turkey is not a part of this. We will understand why Turkey is not a part of this. Why is it opposing this economic corridor? We'll understand this. But a special mention needs to be made to the Vadhavan port. When we talk about ports, there are different categories of ports. And when the Vadhavan port will be completed, it is going to be India's biggest greenfield port. It is being constructed in the Palghat district of Maharashtra. The cost of this project is more than 76,000 crores. When completed, it will cater to almost 300 million tons of cargo annually. It is being constructed as a joint venture between the state-owned Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority and the Maharashtra Maritime Board. Now, when we talk about greenfield ports, what do we mean by them? When we talk about the land which is being acquired to construct a port, that land can be of basically 5 types. When we talk about a greenfield site, it simply means that there was no developmental activity taking place on that piece of land before the port is being planned. When we talk about brownfield sites, certain industrial or commercial activity did take place before that port, leaving behind some contaminants. When we talk about blackfield sites, the difference between brownfield and blackfield is that whatever activity was taking place in that area prior to the port, that left behind a lot of contaminants. So it is heavily contaminated. When we talk about blue field sites, these blue field sites are basically prone to coastal flooding. What is the difference between grey field and brown field? In grey field sites, certain commercial or industrial activity did begin to take place, but it was somehow left midway. The amount of contaminants is less than the brown field ones. So basically, the Vadhavan port, which is being constructed, is going to be India's biggest greenfield port. Now let's understand why Turkey is not a part of it and why it is opposing this economic corridor. Let's understand the geography of the Aegean Sea. This is a map of the Aegean Sea. As we can see, there are multiple islands present in the Aegean Sea. Now the catch is, not all these islands are controlled by Turkey, despite being present right along the coast of it. The portions which are actually controlled by Turkey are the Bosphorus Strait and the Dardanelles Straits. The Dardanelles Strait passes between the mainland Turkey and the Gallipoli Peninsula, which is also part of Turkey. Turkey controls two other islands just at the mouth of the Dardanelles Strait. However, all the other islands lying beyond them are under Greek control. Now, what do we mean by that? If Greece has control of these islands, it will lay claim to the territory in the Aegean Sea as well. United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. Which are these islands? Lesbos, Chios, Samos, Kos, Rhodes, and Castellorizo of Greece. All of these islands are Greek territories. Since the economic corridor is passing through this part of the Aegean Sea, Turkey has not been made part of it because the waters through which it is passing is part of Greek territory. Which is why Turkey is opposing to it. The three ports which the Adani Group is interested in Greece are Alexandropoli, the Kavala port, and the Volos port. So all of these entries, all of these maps, all of these islands, all of these ports, they become important from this economic corridor's point of view. That is all for this part. Stay tuned for further parts.